Oh, hello. Welcome back. 2 days in a row. We are here, year 3 Chicago White Sox franchise. Is it safe to say that we are the Cinderella story in MLB right now? I think it's safe to say. I mean, we are ranked 25th. We were ranked 29th before the trade deadline. We're 65 and 48, a game and a half out of first place in the division. Behind the Royals, 66 and 46 is their record. They've been hot, 8 and 2 in their last 10. We're 7 and 3 in our last 10. To summarize what we did yesterday, we went from June through July. Our plans were kind of back and forth, whether we should buy, whether we should sell. We did a little bit of buying and we didn't really do any selling. We did spend some prospect capital and we went and got Griffin Conine. We got him from the Texas Rangers, as well as Ezekiel Duran. We traded Colson Montgomery and Jairo Iriarte to get those two players. They had Ezekiel Duran playing in AAA for whatever reason. And Colson Montgomery, or let me make sure that was the actual trade. Let me just make sure that was the actual trade. Oh, no. Okay, what we did, we sent Jairo Iriarte and Colson Montgomery to the Red Sox for Brandon Pfaadt and Griffin Conine. We designated Lucas Giolito for assignment because he was our 5th guy. He was not very good. Brandon Pfaadt has kind of not had a great year, but I really like the mix. He's younger. He has a couple more years of arbitration if we decide to keep him around. And I think he's going to be very good, or he could be very good. His FIP says that he's pitched better than what his actual numbers say. So I am more than okay with, giving him a shot. And so we got Griffin Conine. We brought it in Griffin Conine, my God, and we sent Gavin Lux down to the minors. Or did we designate him for assignment? God, I'm terrible. I can't even remember what we did yesterday. Oh, that's terrible. Let me just double check, make sure what we did, or make sure that I'm correct in what we did. We got Hunter Harvey and Ezekiel Duran and Chris Blackwell from the Rangers for Willie Castro. So we did kind of sell a little bit. We did sell Willie Castro. We got Jeremy De La Rosa from the Mariners for Tyro Estrada and Mark Friedman. That was months ago. Colson Montgomery and Jairo Iriarte, decent prospects, but I don't think they're going to be I didn't think they were going to be decent or very. They weren't going to be pillars to our franchise. We got a lot of depth at shortstop as far as prospects. Jairo Iriarte, we got a lot of prospect capital in the starting pitcher position, and he wasn't going to factor into the long-term plans, I don't think. Designated Lucas Giolito for assignment, like we said. We just got some guys coming up. Kyle Diaz, he's going to be making the majors here in a couple years. Pablo Sandoval and Dave Herrera are a little bit further away, maybe like 2 years. Same with Jim McClellan. But we also did draft an MLB ready starter. He might be starting in the majors next year, or we might get to the majors next year. I think we'll start him out in AAA just to see. He looks incredible. The only thing that's really scary is the walks per 9, which I hope progresses a little bit. Maybe a little bit faster, hopefully, in proportion to hits Ks per 9, because they're already so high. Salomon Fellows also looks really, really good. He's going to be a great bat. 85 potential. I wish he was a little higher potential wise, but I mean, those contact attributes, the vision, the clutch, those are going to play. I mean, a couple years, he could be a starting third baseman or just a really, really good DH for us. But anyway, we are 2 months left of the season, and we could squeeze into the playoffs. We're going to have JP Crawford taking over shortstop, and Ezekiel Duran, yeah, he's not as good as Willie Castro, but he's kind of having a similar type of year. I mean, a mix of buying and selling. I just would have hated to get nothing for Willie Castro. So I think this was the best thing we could have done. We'll see if it turns out okay. And I wanted to keep Danny Jansen around just a little bit. He is out for a week or so. That's going to hurt. Like a week right now, it could be crucial. It could be make or break. And yeah, let's just see what we got in these next 2 months. Let's see if we can make a playoff push with the 25th ranked team. Going up against the Tigers, very, very big series going up against Jackson Jobe against Hagen Smith. We take that game. Oh my goodness. That is a huge, huge win to start off August. And we get Jackson Jobe out of the game. We tag him for seven runs. And Ezekiel Duran, great game, 2 for 4 with a bomb. Say less. Hagen Smith doesn't really get it done himself per se. 4 2/3 with 4 walks and 7 hits. That's a whip over 2 for those of you who math at home. But Hunter Harvey, who we just acquired, and Taylor Rogers getting it done. Things you like to see. Johan Oviedo for the Tigers. That is kind of nuts. But anyway, before we get going like in our groove today, I just kind of want to map out the plan for maybe this stream, potentially, how, depending on how things go. I think I still want to get through this season relatively quickly, because I think the real fun lies within the next year or 2 years from now. If we make the playoffs, I will quick manage games. Not all of them. Maybe we play the last couple innings, depending on if it's a close game. If it's like within 2 runs, whether if we're ahead or we're behind, in the 7th inning, we'll enter the game and we'll finish out or something like that. And also, let me know in the comments what kind of pace you would like to see more, because I think we're gonna spend more time during the regular season in the coming years, just because we're gonna be more competitive, even though we're competitive right now. We take game 2, and Danny Jansen's no longer injured. This is, I mean, beating the Tigers. That is very, very big. And we got to change the lineup a little bit around. I don't want Gavin Lux in the lineup right now. Kyle Teal is our catcher right now because Edgar Cuero got hurt. I think he has a broken arm. So that's not going to be great for us in the later rounds. Danny Jansen will continue being our DH, as he has actually had a tremendous couple months or so. When we started last stream in the beginning of June, his OPS was around 600. Now it's 740. That's a very, very big turnaround, even though he's very, very cold right now. 382 OPS over his last 10. Kyle Teal, I mean, he's starting out pretty good. I mean, this is promising. Very small sample size, 931 OPS. 10 strikeouts and 21 at bats, though. If that keeps going, he's going to fall off tremendously. For reals. And maybe we got to make Griffin Conine a little bit higher in the order. Maybe we should switch him with O'Hearn. O'Hearn's just not having a good year. That's exactly what we're going to do. Griffin Conine, welcome to the number 2 spot. I think you have the attributes necessary for it as well. I mean, I'd like to see the vision and discipline a little bit higher, but I mean, he's getting on base, 332 clip compared to Ryan O'Hearn's 289 clip. So that is going to benefit us, even though we're lefty heavy. We're very lefty heavy, actually, compared to what I would like. I'd like to see a couple more switch hitters in there. What's Randy's on base percentage? Oof. Randy's on base percentage is spectacular. 394 compared to 280. I know there's not a comeback player of the year award in this game, but I mean, he would be top tier candidate. 204 average last year, 682 OPS. This is the type of turnaround we were hoping for, although we were hoping we'd be at a point to trade him, but I mean, still trade him next year depending on how we're doing. Know what I mean? It's just kind of crazy that we got Stone Garrett hitting cleanup for us, and we're in a playoff position right now. And we're going for the sweep. Noah Schultz against Logan Allen. Are we going to get that sweep? We'll see. Bottom of the 9th. We got a runner on, down by 1 out. Jason delay up. Can we delay this loss? Know what I'm saying? God, I'm terrible. Follow me for the puns, fam, please. Good take, man. That's a good take. That's a good take. I am very much okay with it. Very much okay with that sort of take. Come on, delay. Move the chains. That's a just early swing on a fastball. Thankfully, it stayed up in the air. That was not going to be a double play. With Jason Delay's speed, that was going to be an easy double play. Now, I almost want to take second right here. Stone Garrett batting leadoff for whatever reason. And he gets kind of a hold of it. It gets in on his hands a little bit. Just a regular fly out to center field. Regular fly out. Like an extra spicy fly out. I don't know. Are there levels to this? Regular fly out. Weak fly out. Noah Schultz does not have a great game. 5 walks, 6 hits. He is so hit or miss. Like the definition of hit or miss. It's just so weird to me that Vlad Guerrero Jr. is on the Tigers in this timeline. That's just nuts. But we still take the series. We still take the series from the Tigers. That's big. And the Rangers are not a slouch either. They're 65-50. That's a good season. We lost the first game. Sorry, my nose is a little bit stuffy, so you're going to have to hear me sniffle a little bit. Forgot that we traded Lubob to the Rangers. Pablo Lopez also on the team. Lubob is not having a good season. 210. Ugh. I wish it showed us like in parentheses next to Lubob's name, like how many homers does he have? You know? Game 2, Jonathan Cannon against Kumar Rockers not had a strong season either, and it's not a blowout, but it is a shootout. Jake Berger, Ryan Jeffers going deep for them. And we also traded Willie Castro to them. So, I mean, we did this to ourselves a little bit. I'm the problem. It's me. Kyle Teal 2 for 5, though. 1 strikeout. Duran went 0 for 6 against his former team. That's kind of rough. Max Muncy, Danny Jansen, Griffin Conine with bombs. Griffin Conine 3 for 5 game. Really like to see that. And Jonathan Cannon just can't get out of the first inning. That is a dud of a start. 6 earned runs. Yikes. Big, massive yikes. AJ Puck, scoreless outing. Bullpen not too bad. Bullpen not too bad. Tony, except for Tony Gonsolin and Taylor Rogers. So maybe it was mediocre. But I mean, relying on the bullpen for 9 innings is rough. We're in to avoid a sweep, though. Bottom of the 10th against the Rangers. We got a runner on third. Tyson Miller on the mound. D-fly ball wins it. We just cannot hit into a double play. And the Rangers are a high-scoring team. They're 5th in baseball. Griffin Conine having a great series. 6 for 13, 2 bombs. That is production we were not getting from the center field position before we got him. Late on that fastball, that would have been a good one to drive to right for fly ball. Ryan O'Hearn, 63 speed. That is plenty. And is that gonna trickle up the middle? It does. And that is a very anticlimactic walk-off. But we'll take it. Griffin Conine, one of the newest White Sox, wins the game for us. And we avoid a sweep. Perfect. I'll take it. Whatever we can take. Oh geez, I'm an idiot sometimes. My fault. You might see some skip frames here in a second. Sorry about that. Max Muncy with the bomb, 3 for 3. Take that. We will take that. And we're going up against, this is a big series. Brandon Pfaadt, Noah Schultz, and Drew Thorpe. Those are going to be the top 3, but they got some really good starting pitching talent right now. Chris Paddock having a very, very good season. John Means, who we traded to the Royals last season, having a stellar season. And Cole Reagans looks like he's having a really good season. I mean, their starting pitching is light years ahead of us, in my opinion. Let's see what we can do in game 1. We take game 1, 7-2. Alec Thomas with the homer. Brandon Pfaadt going 8 strong with 8 strikeouts. Taylor Rogers shutting it down to end the game. Zico Duran and Conine looks like he got a day off, but Andrew Pinckney taking over in his spot. Same thing with Alec Thomas. Got a couple rest days on our hands, but they popped off. Alec Thomas with the bomb. Okay. And we are now a half game up on the Royals in the division. How are we doing this? John Means. That makes a little bit more sense. Losing 1-10. He shut us down pretty spectacularly. And man, I don't know about Noah Schultz. And that reminds me, we were thinking about extending him, but I mean, he's young, he's got A potential, but I don't know. Contract extensions, what would he want? I mean, I really like his build. He's gonna have great per nines. And I mean, this is a little bit misleading, the ERA, at least the whip. For those of you who did not see yesterday, he had these 2 starts, these 3 out of 4 starts right here. That is a total of 3 1/3 innings, giving up 20 runs in 3 1/3 innings. That is going to inflate the ERA quite a bit. And then just, I mean, he's had some good starts in the 4 starts after that. I mean, look at that. 1 earned run, 3 earned run, 0, and then 2, and then another 3. And this 4-game stretch, 3 walks total. What would he want? Should we do it? What would he want over, like, I mean, I don't want to extend him for just 2 years when he's clearly going to have a cheap contract anyway. I'd want to extend him until he's like 30. 19 mil a year. 7 years would be 21 2/3. Oh, that's tough. I think we'll wait. We'll hold off. We'll hold off. Brandon Pfaadt's up for arbitration for the next 2 years. Should we just see what he wants for the next 2 years? Maybe we'll take him to arbitration. That's a lot of money. Hagen Smith, same sort of situation, but he might be having around the same year. Whip is worse, ERA is better, but the FIP is not too kind to what he's done this year so far. I don't know what we want to do. Griffin Conine, I mean, should we extend him? Probably. Or he's going to be up for arbitration. I don't really know. There's no one here that I'm just like dying to extend past like their free agent years. So we'll just keep it how it is for now. Maybe that's something we can do next year when we have a better idea of who's going to be in our core, if that makes sense. I hope it does make sense. As that puts us, I thought we were ahead of the Royals for a second. Now we're 2 games out of the division. The Twins overtake the Royals. We are only 5-5 in our last 10. What's the wild card standings? We're still 2.5 games up on the last spot. We have the 2nd spot in the wild card right now, so that is still good. Can we beat Cole Reagans in KC? We can't. We can't. And I knew that this was probably going to be our weakness. Drew Thorpe having another dud, 6 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. Our young, inexperienced starting pitching. Kind of hoping that we wouldn't see it, as we go to Detroit and hopefully stop the bleeding, just losing that series to the Royals after winning game 1. We have a chance to take the lead back. We're still kind of middle of the pack. 11th run scored. 14th in ERA. Despite the horrible starts we've had lately, I'm surprised. Come on, Griffin. And then we are going to be way behind on that slider that was kind of back foot. It was a good pitch to hit if we were just in front of it a little bit more, but we got to be quicker. That's a speedy slider, 90 miles an hour. Late on it. Probably hung a little bit more than Jason Foley probably would have wanted. That's a good sinker. We overcorrected a little bit too much. It was a good sinker to hit. Come on, Max. Max! Max, stay fair! Stay fair, and that's a 3-run shot. We are in the lead. Oh my God, if the ocean was there, he'd be telling Jason Foley to get it out of the ocean. Well done, Max. 27th of the year. Not bad. Well done, sir. And they're going to the bullpen. Jason Foley, I think his brother lives in a van down by the river. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Hope you get that. Hope you get that reference. I hope you do. Come on, Stone.
Ball one.
My home run calls need some work.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, Stone, that is a bad chase, sir. That is a very, very bad chase. Kyle Teal up hitting 650 or 244 on the year. OPS 844 in a small samples, or 825, my fault. 2 for 3 on the day, though. Come on, Kyle. Good take.
1-1.
Excellent take. Ooh, that's a good sinker.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Very good sinker. And he gets him on the high fastball. The inexperience is showing there for Kyle Teal. Having his first cup of coffee in the majors. But we get the lead 5-3, and we keep the lead. We steal one in Detroit to prevent a little bit of a losing streak there. And I think Detroit's starting to fall off a little bit. 67 and 55, maybe not that much. This is also a 4-game set. We got Hagen Smith going up against Jackson Jobe again. I believe that was their same start a couple days ago. Another close game, 5-all in the top of the 8th. Worth threatening though, runners on. Detroit, 7th in runs and 3rd in team ERA. That's kind of nuts. All right, come on, Ryan. Drive him in, base knock right here, or at least move the chains.
Ball.
Generous call. Wow. Yikes. Mr. Umpire, I think you need to take some classes. Or get some glasses with a G. Ryan, I mean, that same pitch could have been called a ball. That was right there. Same spot. But it looked good. I mean, I almost regretted not swinging the first pitch. Good take. Ryan O'Hearn, the newest 9-hole hitter. It's nice to have some power in the 9-hole, but it doesn't really display the power right there as he grounds out to back to the pitcher. And we go to the wherever the simulation's taking us. We go to the 9th, we're still tied, 1 out. Just can't ground into a double play. A deep fly ball would be tremendous here. Or a base knock would be even better. I mean, that should get the job done. 69 speed. Is that Riley Green and left? I don't know. That's online. That's an online throw, but it is not going to be in time. Arozarena has just enough speed to beat that out. And we're in the lead 6-5. Would love another run here, but we do have the lead. Teal up to 260 on the year, 841 OPS. He's a bit aggressive. A bit too aggressive, in my opinion. Come on now. That was the one. That was the one you wanted. Very early on it. He'll get there. Good take. Good take. We're not going to move up. That was a decent block. Come on, Kyle. Base knock right here, man. That's not a base knock. That is a swing and miss. Could have been called a ball, but the way these umps have been lately, you can't trust anything on the corners like that to be called what it's supposed to be called. When is ABS coming? Going to the bottom of the 9th. Mark Leiter Jr. on to hopefully complete the save as he lets the first runner on with probably a base knock because that was pitch number 4. Couldn't have walked him on 3 pitches. That's That would have been wild. Good pitch. Would love a ground ball here, so try to keep this down. That's a little two down. The runner's not going to advance. It's a decent block by Kyle Teal. Keeps it from going to the backstop at the very least. That's a good pitch. A nice little pop fly. Bad reaction in right field, but he gathers himself and gets under it. Stone Garrett, not known for his fielding per se. As Parker Meadows comes to bat, 1 for 4 on the day. Can we get him to ground out into a double play? I mean, he kind of wanted that right there. I wouldn't mind another pop up. If we could find the zone, that'd be even better. Well, Mark, that's a good pitch. Is that going to be hit hard enough? Austin Meadows or Parker Meadows, too much speed over at first. 86. Almost got the double play. Got the ground ball we kind of wanted. If he hit it a little bit harder or had a stronger toss from JP there, but getting one out was big. But now we got to deal with Vlad, who is a Tiger now, for those of you who just joined. My goodness. He looks interesting in that uniform. I didn't really like the City Connects before, but Vlad is making him look a little bit better. It's a good block by Kyle Teal. I don't want any part of Vlad. I would much rather walk him, but yo, I'll take a strike on the corner. Keep this away from him, please. Do not float this over the middle. That's exactly where we wanted it. Exactly where we wanted it. Get this down. Keep this down. That's not down, but it's out enough, and we get him to swing and miss. We take this game. Good job, team. Well done. Oh, excuse me. Ezekiel Duran, my goodness. It seems like every time we do something, he is in the mix. Like he's doing something every game, it seems like. I gotta stop saying like so much. I sound like I should be in the movie White Chicks. Great movie, by the way. But like, actually, he's actually doing well. 378. Excuse me. 378. Oh, 1140 OPS in his time with us so far. That's a great stretch. I wonder how Willie Castro's been. He's been even better. My God. Will this move come back to haunt us? He's hitting over 500 with a 1300 OPS. Or did we got Duran from the Rangers. Let me get these straight. Let me get this straight. We got Duran from the Rangers. We got Griffin Conine from the Red Sox. Double checking. Double checking. Yes. I'm actually curious to see if the Red Sox have Colson or Iriarte in their starting lineup. Nope, Colson's on the bench. He's 0 for 5 in his appearances with a strikeout and a caught stealing. Not great. I mean, it's such a shame he didn't pan out. Just a rough season. He just never popped off enough in AAA for me to justify bringing him up. Vaughn Grissom, Braves legend. Jurickson Profar, Braves legend. I wonder if he's in their pitching, on their pitching staff right now. He is, and 3 starts, it looks like. 11 walks in 14 innings. Ugh, that is ugly. 650 FIP. Not the greatest. And we're 2 games back at the Twins right now. We are at least going to split this series with Detroit. Never mind, we win the series with Detroit. Going for a 4-game sweep, hopefully. Duran, another good performance. Danny Jansen with a good performance. Brandon Pfaadt with another good performance. That was a good move. Mark Leiter Jr. got the save, but it was a rough one, giving up 2 earned runs, 3 hits, and a walk. As we go for the sweep against Logan Allen, Noah Schultz. What version of Noah Schultz are we going to get today? Looks like we got a better version. Randy Rosarena, Danny Jansen, and Gavin Lux all going yard. Gavin Lux playing second base for whatever reason. Noah Schultz, not quite a quality start, but still a decent start in my eyes. 5 2/3. Like to have less walks, less hits, of course, but I'll take it rather than what the other couple ones we've seen from him. I'll take this one. Don't really have a choice, but we get the sweep. I'll take that. As we go up against the Mariners, who are having a good season too, we've had a tough stretch, Miami as the last game or the first game of the month, but everyone else has had playoff records. That's no different from the Mariners. Let's see what we got. Game 1, we shut them out. Drew Thorpe must have had a good game. Yeah, he came back from his dud to throw 7 innings of shutout ball. 3 hits, 2 walks. We'll take that. George Kirby having a tremendous season at 2.28 ERA. Can we steal a win? As they're trying to close us out with Munoz. As we are now ranked 8th in baseball in runs scored. GM of the year. GM of the decade, GM of the century is what I think, actually. Maybe. Bottom of the 9th, though. We've seen Muncy walk off plenty, or give us plenty of moments. That was one we might have wanted to tee off on a little bit. Slider kind of probably hung a little bit more than Munoz wanted. I'm a Braves fan, and I think they called Luke Jackson the slider man. But after this postseason, I think Munoz might have taken that crown.
2-1.
What do you have, like 17 straight sliders or something? Something crazy like that? Come on, Max. That's a bad swing. Could have been called a strike, but should have looked for something a little bit more up. That's a good take. Full count. Who's at first right now? 63 speed, 19 steal. I was thinking about it, but I don't think we should. Way to hang. Way to hang late on the 100-mile-an-hour heat. Late on the 101 too. My goodness. Just blew it right past us. Actually, it was good timing too. My face is blocking it, but it was good timing. He just swung right through it. Kyle Teal. Can you be a hero? At least keep the chains moving up to 288 on the year. Way ahead of that fastball.
No balls.
Way too early on that fastball. And way early on the sinker that dives below the zone. Munoz is tough. He's giving me fits. Kyle Teal can't get it done. Can Griffin Conine? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Good take. Saw that slider out of his hand early. That's a good sign. Bottom of the 9th. One good swing is all we need. I thought he held up, but who am I? Who am I to say? Come on, Griffin. Oh, man. Andres is tough to read. I don't know why. Good take. Oh, we're going to take second there. Perfect. Full count, runner in scoring position. Who's up next? Danny Jansen up next. Oh, is that going to get down? Is that going to get down? It does. We're going to go home. Are we going to beat the throw? It's offline. And this is a tie game. Griffin Conine gets the job done. Well done, sir. Danny Jansen, can you be a hero? Ooh, way ahead of that slider.
0-1.
Wanted it. Wanted that one a little bit. Come on, Danny. Fastball in. Look for a fastball in, maybe. Fastball down the middle. That's just got under it a little bit. That was close. It gave me a little bit too much hope off the bat. Oh man, let's return to simulating. And they ended up scoring 2 in the top of the 10th. We've already scored 1 in the bottom of the 10th. 1 out left though. Ryan O'Hearn, we need you to step up, homie. 1 for 4 on the day. Can you make it 2 for 5 with a celebration? Good take.
1 ball, no strike.
Excellent take. I almost want to take till we get a strike, but
Ball 2.
he might be giving me that option anyway. If he keeps throwing that, he's going to make it easy. He's going to make it very easy to take till I get a strike. But who's up next? It is Muncy. You know what? Yeah. We're taking till we get a strike. We want Max Muncy up in this situation. Has 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts today, which means he's due. Come on. I mean, that was very close.
3-1.
That was not a give me pitch. That was very close. I still think he's having trouble finding the zone. I don't think
That's a strike.
what I was about to say was dumb.
Full count.
Runners will be going. Ryan O'Hearn, come on, man. Just find some grass. Way to hang. Was that going to be a strike? It could have been called a ball. But that's too close to take. That is hit hard, but who's their first baseman? That was close. Man. If we could have gotten it to Muncy. I mean, we tag Andres Munoz, we get the game to extras. That was a little tough though. Would have liked to seen a W there. But it's okay. Series is even. I mean, Seattle's a good team. We almost took George Kirby down. How did he do? He only gave up 2 hits. We did most of the damage against Munoz. One of those runs was not earned though, so I think we took advantage of some poor fielding potentially. Series end, the last game of the series up against Logan Gilbert. Do we take it? We don't know yet. It's top of the 9th, all squared away at 2. We have 4 hits to their 11. Can we steal one? I mean, based on those numbers themselves, we do not deserve to win this game. But doesn't matter. Well, Mark, J-Rod up, dangerous hitter. He's hitting 267 this year. We are in the second half, so we got to keep that in mind. Are we facing second half J-Rod? Because that makes a difference.
1-1.
Would love to avoid him right now, but I'm scared that Cal Raleigh's up next.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 strike away from getting out of this, though. Can we just get him looking right here? Come on, Mark. Make it a good spot.
Ball.
No, I'll take that spot over the alternative. I do not want this in the middle of the plate. That's a great spot. That was out the zone, but he gets him to swing anyway. Is that going to be close play at the plate? No, it's not.
Safe.
My calls need work, fam. They do. And they take the lead. J-Rod takes the lead. Cal Raleigh up next. I'm a little bit nervous now. That was not where we wanted that, but we'll deal with it. Cal Raleigh not having the type of year that we saw from him in real life. Weak ground ball back up to Mark Leiter Jr. And that's the end of the ninth. But the damage has been done by J-Rod on a pitch that wasn't even in the zone. It seems to be like second half J-Rod. As they go on to take the win, they take the series as well. This schedule just hasn't let up this month. But it tells me one thing. I mean, win a series against Detroit, lose a series against Texas, lose the next series against Kansas City, sweep Detroit, and lose a tough one, 2 one-run losses. We might be for real. I mean, these are close games. We're not getting really blown out. Except right here to Kansas City. 2 days in a row losing by more than 5. And Texas just putting up 12 on us. But we put up 11. I mean, we had plenty of chances to win that game. Jacob Amaya out. Forgot he was on the team, for being honest. Guardians, though. We were facing the Guardians. They are not a great team. They are last in our division. Hopefully we can get some dubs. We take game 1. Brandon Pfaadt, I mean, what more can you ask for? 8 innings of shutout ball, 3 strikeouts, 6 hits, 1 walk. He has been tremendous for us. I just want to go see what he's done in his starts. I don't think we got him. No, we didn't get him. He wasn't here for this start. This was his first start against Detroit. 4 earned runs and 5 1/3. Then he goes 8 innings, 2 runs, 7 2/3, 1 run, and 8 innings, 0 runs. Fantastic outings from Brandon Pfaadt right there. And I mean, our starting rotation is not horrible, but they're just so young and just so hit or miss. Like 0 earned runs, but then you go 6, 3, 0, 0, 1, 1, 3, 2. I mean, Drew Thorpe has been kind of really good, underrated. I was not expecting to see this stretch of like 3 earned runs or less. What is that? 7 straight starts of 7 or 3 earned runs or less. Walks are kind of an issue though. 22 over his last 51 innings. The whip is high. I mean, we signed him to a long-term deal just because it's super cheap. So even if he projects to be like our 5th starter at some point, I can be okay with that. Jonathan Cannon outperforming his potential up to an 80 overall. He's been pretty good. He's been very consistent this whole time. Hunter Harvey. I don't know why I have him in long relief, but you know, whatever works. He's been very, very good since coming over. 2 outings, but he's been very, very good. Is there someone here with better stamina? Should I put AJ Puck? I don't like having one of our only lefties as a long relief position though. But maybe I just put... We'll have Hunter Harvey middle relief. I don't really want him to go more than 1. He only has 23 stamina. If that makes sense. Okay, second game is against Cleveland, going for the dub. Braden Montgomery no longer injured. Perfect. Is he eligible to come off the IL? I don't know. Ah, man. Edgar Cuero, what could have been? Well, he wasn't doing very well, actually. Let's go make sure Braden Montgomery's playing. Is he starting to hit a little bit? He is. 381 with a 933 OPS. He's still within the top 100 prospects. If we really need hitting help, if we really need it and Gene Clark is going crazy. Oh man, these... I think we have to call him up before September. If we want him to play at all. All right, bottom of the... Big moment here. Bottom of the 9th against Cleveland. We're going for the sweep, but we are down by 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Danny Jensen.
243 on the year, which is tremendous compared to what we talked about earlier. Come on, Danny. Good take. All right. Kate Smith is tough. He's a very, very tough pitcher, man. Come on, Danny. Good pitch, man. I'm okay with that take. Oh for 2 on the day for Danny. Ooh. Just on the late side of good. If Danny was a little bit earlier, maybe. Way to hang. I mean, that was just battling right there. That was a 2-strike swing for sure. Come on, Danny. That's a great take. Could have been called a strike. Doesn't mean it would have been right. Great take to make it 3-2. Just keep it moving. We'll take a walk. Swing and a miss, though, as we drop the 3rd game to Cleveland. That is okay, though. We still win the series. Would like to have gotten a sweep, but I mean, it's tough to sweep anyone. Kind of tough to sweep anyone. We go up against Houston, who is also pretty decent, 70-62. That we face Cleveland again in Cleveland. We take game 1 against Houston. Jonathan Cannon getting roughed up a little bit. 5 runs, only 2 earned. Game 2 going up against Spencer Arrighetti. Hagen Smith gets a shutout. My goodness. Doesn't go the full distance, but I mean, 2 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks. That's the kind of outing we want from Hagen Smith. I mean, that's the kind of outing we want from anyone, really. Good outings from everyone in the bullpen. Spores, Puck, Murphy to Leiter with the save. 41 saves in the year. ERA has kind of regressed to the mean a little bit, 235, but that's still a very, very good year. I mean, what a season. Only 3 blown saves. Yo, he's getting the job done. I know it's a 1-1-3 whip, and we want something a little bit lower out of a closer, but I'm okay with that. The bullpen overall is strong, and AJ Puck is someone I would have said, like, probably one of our best relievers. He's having the worst season of anyone. 7 blown saves, 1.32 whip, but I mean, we got him for another couple years in a really cheap deal. He's going to be very, very good. Gonsolin even having a good year, despite what he did last year. I mean, if we were a losing team this year, we would have traded everyone. Everyone would have gotten traded. We're going to go until the 29th, and we're going to see what Gene Clark has done. I feel like we need a little bit of offensive help. Duran's been still really, really good. JP Crawford has not been great over the last 10. Danny Jansen has been okay. Rhino Hearn has been... I feel like we need to replace him almost. We got him for another year. He's got a negative WAR. Jeez. Oh, man. What do we do with him? If Gene Clark... What can Duran can play first base? Duran can play first base. This might change things. He can play third as well. I would rather have his defense at third with that arm. Can Max play first? Max can play first. I wish his OPS was higher. That's rough to have a 737 OPS with 28 bombs. That's kind of rough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's 28 bombs, but 14 doubles. OBP is pretty good comparatively, though. I mean, we'll take it. What's his WAR? 2 WAR. I mean, that's okay. It could be much worse. Just imagine we had like a couple studs at first and third at the corners. Do we call him up? Could he give us the little pop we need? He is 18 years old. Let's see what he does in let's see where we are come August 29th. Big moment for Duran. However you pronounce it. Is it Duran? I want to say Duran. Help me. Big moment. We're down by 1. Josh Hader on the bump. We've already walked off against Hader before, or we've went ahead. I think it was a walk-off. Duran. Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. They're playing in, or a third baseman's playing in. He might be scared of the bunt. Duran against Hader. Good take.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on now. After this game, I have to fill up coffee. I don't want to. I need to. Oh my God, especially after that swing. My goodness.
1, 2.
Ezekiel. Down 1 and 2. Hitting 273 on the year. He's been great since coming over. Good take.
That's a ball.
I almost want to do a little hit and run. I'm scared of the 62 speed though. I'd hate the double play. Come on. That is going to be a is he going to beat it out at first? He does. He does. Thankfully, Durant has good speed. He beats it out at first. Is now the time we want to steal? I mean, 19 steal, not great.
Ball, low.
I feel like this would be a good time. He's JP Crawford's grounded into 12 double plays. We're gonna steal. We cannot make it 13. That was a good pitch to steal on. Please slide in safely. He does make it safely. 2-0. Never mind. That was not a great pitch to steal on. It was kind of a pitch out. If it was a little higher, it would have been the same as a pitch out.
Hee-haw.
That's a decent take. You know, you don't really want to swing at that 2-0. Come on, JP. Good take.
3-1.
Danny Jansen on deck. He's had a day. 3 RBI with a bomb. A bomb with 3 RBI, however you want to phrase it. Come on, JP.
Hike.
Terrible swing.
Count is full.
Terrible swing. User error. I'm the fault. I'm the problem. It's me. Come on, JP. Okay. A little bit early on that. That was a good one to hack at. Maybe take it the other way. JP. Get in the seats. Perfect. Another good one to hit. We're making them work though. 14 pitches. That was too close to take. Luckily, we got a piece of it. This is a battle right here. JP. Oh, man. Hader's going to win that battle. Very good battle. I'm proud of JP for that. Really am. I'm very proud of him. Danny Jansen up to bat, though. Runner on third. We're going to need a base hit now. Unfortunately, we're going to need a base hit from you. At least. Bare minimum. You did it. That's a base hit. That is absolutely a base hit. 469. Thank you, Danny, for listening. Second homer of the day. What a swing, man. Danny Jansen just wants to get the job done. And that's a big win. Or if we hold on, that's a big win. Good God. You gotta want it. And Danny Jansen wants it. Man. Well, I'm happy that we kept him around now.
Hike 1.
Brian King up on the bump now. And that's a swing and a drop from Ryan O'Hearn. That's going to be gapper, lefty, lefty. We are coming alive in the ninth. How about that? My voice cracked. Good Lord. Good job, fam. Okay, Randy Rosarena 2 for 4. I feel like we haven't been hitting with a Rosarena all that much. He's had a really steady season.
1-1.
I feel like his average has been in between, has not gotten below 275, and it hasn't really gotten above 285 or 290 or so. It's been right. I will say it's been from 270 to 290 all year as he swings at a curveball.
1-2 is the count.
Way down. Way inside. Got a piece of that slider though. Ooh. Got me on the fastball a little bit. Good timing on it, but a little bit inside.
Nope. Ball.
Generous call.
2-2.
That froze the hell out of me. Come on, Randy. Ah. We got what we deserved. We deserved a strikeout right there. But Danny Jansen gives us the lead. And we need Mark Leiter Jr. to shut Kevin Newman down. Please. No base knock. That's not where we want that pitch, but you know what? 0-1 we'll take. We'll take 0-1. Come on, Mark. That's a good spot. Very, very good spot. Get this inside, please. That's not as inside as we'd like, but we'll take it. Do not hang this. Whatever you do, do not hang this. Or don't do that either, but he's not going to go. We got a good bounce. Kyle Teal rushing back there. Prevents a run with his reaction. That's going to be a weak grounder. Max Muncy's going to gather that, and that's going to be the game. We steal one in Houston. Well done. All right. After that, I'm going to need a little bit more coffee. Let me just go fill up the mug. I will go grab some coffee, pumpkin spice to be specific. For those of you who care, you should care. And gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. I will let you look at this calendar and see what we've done. We're 23 games over 500. I will be right back. That is crazy. All right, I'm coming. I'm back. Oh, that was for the sweep. That was for the sweep in Houston. All right. So we are 23 games above 500. That is absolutely insane to me. Let's go. Game 1 in Cleveland. We take game 1. Noah Schultz with another dub. Or did he get the win? Randy Rosarena with the bomb. He did get the win. Not that that really matters. Mark Leiter Jr. with his 43rd save. Man. Oh my God. I think we need to put Gene Clark on the 40 man. Playoff eligible. What do we have to do to make him playoff eligible? He's not been great over his last 3 games, but that's just a non-issue. Has Rhino Hearn been any better? He's had a good couple of games. Would Gene Clark help us get to the promised land? I mean, would we be making a mistake to call him up too early? I don't know. I'll tell you what. We're gonna see what he's got. We are going to see what Gene Clark has in store for us. Depending on how he plays this game will be what we do with him. Like, maybe we call him up. Or Austin Martin too. He's been having a good year. His average is up to almost 300. 779 OPS in AAA is a teenager, man. 18 years old. He's going to be a teenager next year. Come on, Gene. What you got? Good eye. Good eye. Okay. All right, Gene. Oh, dude, we wanted that. He wanted that. I could tell. I could tell. He wasn't looking at me, but I could see it. I could tell he had that look in his eyes. Good take. All right. Come on now. Show me that you want to help us get to the playoffs. He wanted that a little too much. Come on. 2-2. No strikeouts. What did I just say? Well, 2 antsy, it appears. I understand. I understand. Definitely wasn't user error at all. Good swing. He bobbles it at shortstop. You put the ball in play, good things happen. He hit it well. I know it's not going to go down as a base hit, but I'm okay with that. He's got 87 speed. Should we take off here? We are going to take off. That was a great decision. We're now in scoring position. Ryan Clifford, another guy we like. He's having a decent year. Got him in a trade, what, last year? Is that going to get up the middle? It is. We're going home. Absolutely. Look what Gene Clark did right there. He got on base. He made things happen. Even though he didn't get a base knock, he still made something happen. Well done. Swinging a bases loaded, man. Gene Clark swings hard. I think he wants to be here a little too much. He's going to need to calm down. 2 pitches, two spots, 2 pitches he should have just not even entertained. Oh, man. He may not be ready. He may not be ready yet. All right, that's going to be a nice little easy ground out for Gene.
Got him.
On to first for the out. Might be his final at bat. All tied up.
Counts 1-0.
Good take. He's 0 for 3. His at-bats have been a hit or miss, but that's a great swing right there. Hit that hanging curveball just straight to a glove, unfortunately.
The third baseman, Owen Miller.
But he's made a couple things happen. Come on, come on, hit the cut, hit the cut, hit the cut. He missed the cut. He went straight to second base. Okay, I still don't understand why they player locked us for that moment, but that's neither here nor there. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. We got to get on. We got to find a way to get on to keep this game alive. Just under it. My goodness. Oh, he's so close. He is so close. I think we should do it anyway. I kind of like what we saw. I kind of do. I think he can get us there. I think if we I think we have to. We're going to add Gene Clark to the 40 man. We are going to bring him up to the majors. He's going to make his debut. It's go time. It's absolutely go time. Who are we going to send down? Who are we going to send down? Do we send Pinckney back to his team? I mean, he's been solid though. As a backup, you know? 0.3 WAR. He's got a good glove. It might have to be Alec Thomas. We've used all of his options. I'd hate to do it. I'd hate to do it, but I think it is the right thing to do. Or Gavin Lux. I think it has to be Gavin Lux, actually. See if he passes through waivers. I think he's been okay for what we've asked him to do. He's played center field a little bit for us, but I think Alec Thomas is a better option in center. He's younger. I think we have to. He must consent to being optioned to the minors. All right, sorry, man. DFA'd. DFA'd. He was a stopgap anyway. Ryan O'Hearn has been bad this year. 652 OPS at negative 0.8 WAR. We are going to make Max Muncy our first baseman. Ezekiel Duran is going to play third, and Gene Clark's going to be second for us. That is the plan. This is good. This is good. We're gonna hit Gene second, or actually, he's hitting third. Full send. Third and fourth. You know what? He's gonna be third across the board. A 18-year-old player, 18-year-old rookie second baseman. And you know what? We are going to player lock him. He is making his debut right now. Yes, sir. Gene Clark is going to lead us to the promised land. The #1 prospect in baseball making his debut at 18 years old, because we are in a win now mode, and he's probably one of the best we got. Up against Tanner Bybee.
Let's go, Tanner.
Runner on first. First AB in the majors.
Strike. Woo.
Gets hosed on a call. It could have gone either way. I mean, that could be a strike.
Ball one.
Tries to go a little bit more inside. Doesn't work out. Come on, Gene. Good take. Showing some poise and patience. Good take. Well done. Good AB so far. Got to make the pitch be there. Decided a little bit too late to swing there. Full count, though. Come on, Gene. Great at bat. Great first at bat. Well done. Taking a walk. Love to see it. Great patience. And Max Muncy is going to pop up to the left fielder. 2 down. Who's up? Is it Stone Garrett? It's Kyle Teal, who's having a hell of a cup of coffee in the majors. 337. This team is, I mean, I thought Edgar Cuero was going to be our answer. Is that going to be over his head? Yo, we're going third on that. We're going third on that. That's going to score. Kyle Teal safely delivers a 1-run single over the, what, second baseman's head. His OPS is close to 1,000. And Duran's going to ground right back to Tanner Bybee. That's unfortunately going to end the inning, but we do get a run. Gene Clark gets on base in his first AB. We are up 1-0. Early on the fastball. That's a good hack. He showed his patience in the first AB. A little bit aggressive here. Would have been a strike anyway, I think. 0-2. Can we still battle back? Good pitch. Froze him on the outer half. On the outside corner, I mean. Tough AB right there from Tanner Bybee. Gene Clark getting a taste of that MLB pitching. Soft low grounder to Gene Clark. Just going to go on to first, and that's going to be an easy out.
You're out.
Now back. Left field.
0 for 1 so far in his debut. Still looking for that first base knock. Almost gets it. That might have been a foul homer.
That's a ball.
He got diced with 3 fastballs in his first AB. Swings through a 94-mile-an-hour fastball right there. Great timing, just swings through it.
2 balls. 2
Good
strikes.
take on the slider outside. Come on, Gene. Good take. Another good take. Good ABs so far today, despite the second strikeout. Or the first strikeout.
Ball 4.
2 walks on the day. 0 for 1, 2 walks. That's not bad. Showing his patience. Not bad. Not bad at all. Grounder to third base.
He's out.
Double play, unfortunately. Tie game now. Clase is still has been forgiven for his gambling, apparently, into the top of the 7th. In a tie game. Gene Clark just facing some good pitching here. Early on that slider, but good plate vision. Swinging at strikes, though. Way to hang. A little bit early on that cutter. Come on, Gene. Still looking for his first major league hit. Been on base twice today. Way to fight off that fastball. That was a little too close to take. Battling 0-2. Good take. Good take. Just 18 years old, trying to make a difference in getting to the postseason. Is that gonna? That's a fair ball. It may not be the hardest hit, but he's gonna go. He's gonna try to stretch it to 2. Is that gonna be an RBI double? It's gonna be an RBI single. Was a little too aggressive around first. Gets thrown out at second, but hey, we have the lead now. And so far, Gene Clark 1 for 2. With his first RBI, first base knock in his major league career. 2 walks as well. He's done a little bit of everything. Great playing the field right there, too.
He's out.
Perfect. We end the 7th. Gene Clark has another AB. Runner on second. Can he cash him in? Good take. Some good takes here from Gene Clark. I respect it. And that's going to be a liner, but it finds a glove. That is unfortunate. But that's going to close the book on his first game. And what a good one. I mean, 1 for 3 with an RBI and 2 walks. That is a great debut. Nothing too flashy. Does get thrown out at second. But I mean, that is what you want to see. And I am very excited we get the dub. We're climbing. We are climbing. About to finish August. 25 games over 500. Jesse Schulten strained tricep. That's okay. Tyson Lewis shoulder strain. We'll put him on the 10-day IL. Ryan O'Hearn, Stone Garrett. Ryan O'Hearn playing first base. What? Why? I guess they gave Muncy the day off. Jonathan Cannon does not have a good outing. 0 Ks over 4 1/3. I mean, not that that matters the most, but 0 Ks to 4 walks is not great. The Braves not having a great year. Can we take advantage of that? Danny Jansen, lat muscle strain. We'll auto that, but we go 15 runs in it against Atlanta. Their lineup is looking a little bit different. They bring back Dansby Swanson. They don't have Matt Olson anymore. They have Bryce Eldridge at first base. Ronald Acuna Jr. is still there. Adel Almador playing third base for them. What happened to Austin Riley? My God. Who pitched for them? Spencer Schwellenbach. 5 earned runs in 3 1/3. Bryce Elder coming in and giving up 4 in 1/3 inning. Keep looking for maybe Gene Clark getting his first homer. He goes 2 for 5 though. 2 ribbies. 3 runs scored. Griffin Conine and Stone Garrett getting bombs. Hagen Smith with a fantastic outing. 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. Sign me up. Brandon Pfaadt going up against Reynaldo Lopez gets the loss. I should have been checking. Oh, they still have Austin Riley and they have Michael Busch. That's interesting. Ozzie Albies. That much has just been a weird day. Brian De La Cruz and Sean Murphy. They must have that. What was that? A Sunday? Oh, it was a Monday. Okay. Must have been just off days for everyone. Going for, oh, September call-ups. Okay. Who are we going to call up? I guess we can call up one more pitcher. We'll get Cam Boozer up. He's actually been nails. And maybe Ryan Clifford. We'll bring up Jose Miranda. Bring up the experience. Hurston Waldrop in Atlanta. We lose. Oh no. Pablo Sandoval, dislocated shoulder, out for 1 to 2 months. That will end the season for him. We're just going to shut him down. Let's take a look at his improvement though. As we now have the 3 of the top 4 prospects in baseball, 4 of the top 7. Sebastian Walcott has not been incredible. 628 OPS, not the best. Hopefully next year he can hit a little bit more. Dave Herrera improving a little bit. Like to see more addition to the walks per 9, more improvement. I mean, that's the word I'm looking for. Pablo, I think, was down. Braden Montgomery, what have you been doing lately? He's been meh lately. Tyson Lewis, who just went on the IL for a little bit, he's had a good season in AA, 749 OPS for a guy who doesn't really project well with the bat. Rolando Baroa, decent improvement, 19 years old. Pablo Sandoval, he improved decently and he had a good season. He's probably gonna go again in AA next year. his attributes are just a little bit low. His per nines are a little bit low. And I'm excited for next year. Really, really excited. Diego Estrella finally starting to hit a little bit. He was decreasing overall. A couple months ago, his contact wasn't improving it at all, and both of his power numbers were -3. Right now, it's only -3 against power left and +3 power right, so you'll love to see that. Been on kind of a heater the last 10 games, 906 OPS. Kyle Teal, who is in the majors right now, still in the top 100 prospects. Almost 100 at bats with some really, really strong results. Average over 3, on base percentage over 4, slugging over 5, 933 OPS. 1.7 WAR in 100 ABs. He's got a decent glove as well. He keeps improving like this. I mean, he might be taking the spot over Edgar Cuero, but don't forget that he can also play the outfield, like a decent outfielder. We might be fine. He might be an outfielder for us next year. I mean, it's possible. Let's keep moving. We'll auto fix that rotation. Jesse Schultens is back. Going up against Kansas City, who's kind of fallen off a little bit. We are 4 games up on them, but the Twins have been soaring. They are now 30 games above 500 and have a 3.5 game lead on the division. I think that's the largest divisional lead anyone's had in this entire season. As we lose the first game to Kansas City, let's go make sure we have our lineup the way we want. As we do not, we're going to put Kyle Teal in the catcher position. The rest of it is pretty good, in my opinion. And we'll put Danny Jansen up there. Stone Garrett. I mean, Kyle Teal could be Stone Garrett's replacement in the future. I mean, 0.3 WAR. He's not had a bad season at the plate, but it looks like maybe his fielding is just not the greatest. Like to see a little bit more. Danny's had a very good comeback year that we've talked about. And look at that improvement. I mean, geez, he might have earned himself some money this offseason. OPS climbing to almost 800. Good for him. Good for him. Max Muncy, oh man. 718 OPS. I still think his WAR is pretty decent. 2.2, I mean, it's okay. Gene Clark does have his first homer. 781 OPS so far in his small sample size. Griffin Conine, who we traded for, is not doing bad. I mean, 785 OPS with 3 homers. Sign me up. Randy Arozarena having a good year. This is a decent team. The bottom of the, I mean, we got some holes there. I mean, Max Muncy's not the best, and JP Crawford hasn't been incredible. He's been pretty good. 750 OPS, his 3.7 WAR. He's been very good. That's a very good season. It might be a blessing in disguise that we had to call up Kyle Teal, because he's been incredible so far. Duran's been very good. 807 OPS. I'm curious. Let's go take a look at what Willie Castro has been doing lately. He's on the bench against lefties for whatever reason. He's been cold. Maybe that's why. Maybe he hasn't been hitting lefties all that well. He's playing left field. Interesting. And Josh Smith is playing left field against lefties, it looks like. I think they're using him as kind of a platoon guy. Interesting, but I mean, that would be good depth for them. They're a good team. We might end up seeing them in, I mean, they're first in the division. We might see them in the playoffs if we keep on this pace. We got the first wild card spot. 4 games up. 4 games up in the wild card. And for the longest time, we had a negative run differential, and this isn't like a substantial run differential by any means, but what's 11 plus 26 is 37. That's a decent run differential considering it was -2 like a month ago, something like that. Very good. Very good. But we're on a little 4-game losing streak. Not great. Are we about to get swept by Kansas City? We are. That is rough. And then we have to go up against Baltimore, who is a great team. Then we face Minnesota and Philly. If the Phillies are 91-54, I mean, we do not have an easy schedule. We face the Blue Jays to end it. The only bad teams that we're facing are Washington and Toronto. The rest are very, very good. Division leaders the rest of the month, except for 6 games. We have our work cut out for us. Let's see what happens. Brandon Pfaadt against Zach Eflin, who the Orioles try to dump on us. Losing the first game 1-3. What about game 2? Schulte against Dean Kramer, and we are melting down. 2-8 over our last 10. We still have a wild card spot. We're still 2 games up on the last wild card spot. But things are not going well. They could be going better. We are very close to falling off. What's Gene Clark doing? Did I make a mistake? I really hope I didn't make a mistake. I mean, 650 OPS. That's still better. That's still about the same as 658. Plus, he's got better speed. He's got better fielding. I think overall with Gene Clark, even if he puts up this OPS, is better than the alternative. Did Gavin Lux get flamed? Do we gotta? I think we might have to call up Austin Martin. But where do we put him? His fielding is so god awful. This is tough. This is very tough. Okay. Let's keep going. We just can't get swept by Baltimore. We win the last game, thankfully. Gene Clark 0 for 3. His batting average is down to 205. We're going to continue to monitor him over the next week or so. We'll give him until Philly. Starting the series against the Nationals, we have to win these games. We do win game 1. Good. 0 for 4 for Gene Clark. Game 2. Oh my God. Kyle Teal with 2 home. I'm okay with simulating this. As we defeat the Nationals 14-11. Gene Clark 3 for 5. Okay. Kyle Teal, buddy. Keep it up. Hagen Smith with another start that wasn't great. We got to sweep Washington. We have to. Brandon Pfaadt going up against Mackenzie Gore, who's kind of had a disappointing year compared to what he did this year. We drop the series finale in Washington. Gene Clark 0 for 3. As we go to face the Minnesota Twins, who have a 6-game lead on the division. We still have the first wild card spot. 3.5 games up. I think it would take quite a bit to lose this spot, but we're facing we got a tough 10-game stretch. What's going to happen? Josh Sborz, you have to keep the lead here. Minnesota, 4th in runs, 7th in homers, and 5th in ERA. That's a good team right there. Up against Royce Lewis, their cleanup hitter with the bases juice. Not a spot you want to be in, but we are still up by 2. And we are up 0-2 against Royce Lewis. Come on. Climb the ladder. Get this up. Make sure it's up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I had to just make sure that was high. Just don't hang this slurve. That was exactly where we wanted it, but he just had a great job holding up on it. Don't hang this slider. Get it outside. That's exactly where we wanted it. Well done, Spores. Limit the damage. Leave the bases loaded. Well done. And we take the game against the division leader Twins. What did Gene Clark do? 0 for 4. His batting average is 200. What's his OPS, though? Let's go find out. Duran, Conine, and Muncy with homers. Muncy with his 30th bomb of the year. Well done. Dalton Varsho and Ryan Mountcastle on the Twins now. Interesting. Interesting. Game 1 against Minnesota is ours. I mean, these 6 games against them in the next in these next 10. Huge for us. They have a 5-game lead. We could end up, you know, making it close. And then we have Toronto to finish the season off. His OPS is 593. You know, we're going to switch him and Duran out. We'll take a little bit of pressure off of him. We'll hit him 7th. I think that was a bad move on my end to hit him 3rd immediately. I mean, he is 18 years old. All right, Minnesota. Game 2 against Bailey Oberst, having a really strong season. And Mark Leiter Jr. has a tough job ahead of him. 0 outs, runners on 1st and 2nd. We got to close this game out. 1-run lead. That's it. That's it.
The batter, number 4, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Come on now. I'd love a double play. Don't hang this splitter. That was pretty much where we wanted it. Please keep the ball down. Carlos Correa, though, if I remember correctly, he wasn't having a great year, but he's been better lately. I think his average was close to 200 the last time I saw, a couple months ago. So he's at a decent couple months to raise that. Would love to get him swinging here, though. That was not at all where we wanted it, but that is going to find a glove in the outfield, thankfully. Gonna hold the runner at 2nd. Good job. Good job. We'll take it. Hard ground ball right at someone. We'll end this game. They have James Wood now for some reason. They've had him for years. I wish I knew how it happened. Oh, no. I very much wish I knew how it happened. That is going to find a glove. Duran to 2nd. James Wood has too much speed. And that would have been a tough double play. Royce Lewis. God, I hate facing Royce Lewis. I feel like we've gotten so lucky against him. He's going to burn us eventually. Not on that pitch, though. 0-2, 1 pitch away from getting out of this. I'm terrified. Come on, Mark. That's a great spot. That's exactly where we wanted it.
1 and 2.
Can we get him on a cutter outside? Please just make sure this is outside. That is outside. Mark Leiter is fired up, as he should be. We'll take game 2 against the division leading Twins. We're only 4 games back now in the last couple weeks of the season. Can we get the division? Can we get the division? It would be very difficult, but man, that'd be kind of sick. Be kind of cool. Be a lot cooler if we could. Randy Rosarena 1 for 4. Kyle Teal 0 for 2 with a run, though. Looks like he might have gone on base a couple times. Let's see. After moving Gene Clark down, he's still 0 for 7. I'm just worried. I don't want to stun his growth. We're going to leave him up for the rest of the year because I think we're still going to get a playoff spot regardless. But depending on what happens is, like, he may or may not be on the playoff roster. Game 3 against the Twins, going for a sweep. Hunter Harvey pulled hamstring. All right, we'll put him on the 15-day IL. Who are we going to call up? I mean, we already called up someone, but I mean, Poche's been pretty good. We got some bullpen depth, that's for sure. But we do drop the final game of the series. Gene Clark 0 for 3 with a walk, though. Danny Jansen with a homer. Jonathan Cannon with a decent start. Taylor Rogers got roughed up, but only 1 run was earned. Hunter Harvey got roughed up. That's where he pulled the hammy. But now we're going up against Philly, who are, what, 41 games over 500? We take game 1 as we got to fix the roster a little bit. We'll put some pitchers on AAA. Ernest Lyon, forgot about him. Couple guys really, really far away. Robbie Clark could be a decent reliever in the future. Philly. Painter having a rough go at things. It is the bottom of the 10th, though. Joel Payamps on to close this game out. Runner on second. Can we make it happen? Here, the Phillies are third in baseball offensively, with runs scored. Come on, Andrew. Base knock here, tries it up. At least keep the chains moving. He's gonna flip the. We're gonna flip the lineup after him anyway. That would have been a good pitch to swing at. Down 0-2. Making Payamps work a little bit, though. Did he finish off last inning?
1 ball.
Maybe.
2 strikes.
10 pitches. Yeah, it does look like he finished off last inning. Got to make him work. That was very... If it was anyone else besides Andrew Pinckney, or if we were a little bit earlier on that, that might have been game right there. Or at least a tied game. Oh my God, he hits it right on the screws, just right at the second baseman. That's rough. I think that's still Stott. Harper's still on the team. Jason DeLay. I mean, this is a big game. We might have to bring someone in for him. Kyle Teal getting the day off, but this is a big moment. I think we got to bring him in. Bring him in to pinch hit. It's go time. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. And Kyle Teal ties it up off the bench. No days off. He volunteered. He volunteered to come back on his day off and get the job done. Well done. And now Randy Arozarena against a lefty. That was, you got lucky there, Tanner Banks. If it was Tanner Scott, it would have been gone. That's a good change of speeds right there. Fools us a little bit too early. Come on, Randy.
Nope. 1 ball.
That
2
fooled me.
strikes now.
We're lucky that Angel Hernandez is behind the plate. Very lucky that Angel Hernandez is behind the plate. Come on, Randy. That's a bad swing. That's a terrible swing. I'm embarrassed. I'm much embarrassed. Come on, JP Crawford.
1-0.
Get on base. Keep the chains moving. Who's up next? Jose Miranda's up next. He will definitely be pinch hit for. He's terrible against lefties. JP Crawford's 0 for 4. Rough day for him.
3 balls.
We will take a walk, though. I mean, Jose Miranda's hot, though. Maybe we leave him in. Ball 4 on a very close pitch. Winning run at second. I'm not going to substitute for him. That run does not matter. Who's on the bench, though? Jose Miranda or Ezekiel Duran? Duran has been ice cold. We'll let Miranda hit. I would love to give this to Gene Clark and see what he can do in pressure situation. Oh, that's going to be right to the shortstop. That's going to end the inning. That's unfortunate. Should have been a little bit more patient, but that looked like a good pitch to swing at. Bottom of the 11th now, 2 outs. Stone Garrett with the chance to put this game away. or to walk us off. I mean, put this game away would have been something I would say if we were pitching at the moment. Come on, Stone. That's a would have been a decent pitch to hit. Soft grounder to shortstop. This is a battle in Chicago against one of the best teams in baseball, if not the best team in baseball. And we get a walk-off. JP Crawford with a bomb. Oh my. There's a reason this Phillies team is so good. They brought in Kyle Tucker. They brought in Jackson Merrill. Yikes. That is kind of wild. Kyle Tucker with a 3-homer day. Bryce Harper with a 2-homer day. Bryce Harper is getting old, though. This is 2027. Kyle Tucker having a good season, it looks like. Same with Trey Turner. Player of the game, Danny Jansen. 3 for 5 with a homer will do it. Pinckney with a good game, too. 2 for 5. We take the series from Philly. We're 89 and 66. What are the Twins? They are 5 games up on us. We need to take this game. We do not take this game. The Twins did lose their last game, so they're still only 5 ahead. If we sweep them, we have a chance, but we have to sweep them. We do not. We're not going to sweep them. I think they clinched the division right there. I'm pretty sure they clinched the division right there. Yeah, it looks like it. So, oh my God. Putting up 1 run in the first 2 games combined. Crawford needs a triple to hit for the cycle. Do not care. The Twins sweep us. And that is going to be rough. That's rough. Gene Clark's only 167 average, 497 OPS. That hurts. I mean, Kyle Teal is putting up a fantastic rookie cup of coffee. He's not going to be rookie eligible next year. You might be looking at the replacement for Randy, or not Randy, Stone Garrett. Danny Jansen won't be with the team anymore. Might be an interesting shakeup of things. Noah Schultz has been much better. Thorpe has been okay. Brandon Pfaadt has been rough over the last couple starts after his fantastic start with us. Hagen Smith has kind of been bad over the last several starts. Kind of starting to see our fantastic play slip away from us a little bit. We're going to finish the season. We're going to keep him. We're going to just auto Edgar Cuero. Triple for the cycle. I'm fine simulating that. Final game of the year. And we're just going to simulate it. And we have still a fantastic year. It was a bit anticlimactic. It could have finished off better. We had the chance to take the division. We finished 9 games back of the Twins, who just surged in the final couple months. But this is still something to be very proud of. We went from 66 wins last year to 90 this year, and we weren't expected to. We were 29th for most of the season as far as rankings go. Randy Arozarena with a very good year. 100 walks. 275 average, 382 on base, 454 slug for an 836 OPS, 150 points about higher, basically. 4.6 WAR. That's a fantastic season. Griffin Conan. I wish it just showed what he did with us, but a 730 OPS overall, 0.1 WAR. Not a bad pickup. I think that was a net positive. Duran, I think a net positive as well. 744 OPS. He did get a little cold there, but he's come on recently. 325 average, 807 OPS. Overall, Max Muncy, this will be his, he's going to be a free agent next year. 31 homers, but only a 722 OPS. 2.5 WAR still. I mean, that's not terrible. Danny Jansen having a massive year, massive comeback season. He started off horrible, but he finished with an 818 OPS. Big reason why we had a good turnaround. 3.2 WAR overall. Gene Clark, 18 years old, try to get us over the hump a little bit, but it just didn't work out. He is, I think we'll still start him in AAA next year. It could have been much worse. It obviously could have been better. Still a negative, not a 0 WAR basically. I think we will leave him off the playoff roster. JP Crawford with 20 homers, showing off some pop, 762 OPS, 3.8 WAR. Stone Garrett, decent year, 769 OPS, only a .2 WAR. He must have been abysmal in the field. 157 strikeouts to 57 walks. I mean, that's not bad. 769 OPS. Kyle Teal was just incredible in his 46 games. OPS 847, 2.3 WAR in that small amount of time. He is either going to be the catcher of the future, or we're going to put him in the outfield somewhere. Ryan O'Hearn, who he signed for a 2-year deal. We benched him at about 170 points lower in OPS this year than he was last year. Negative 0.6 WAR. Andrew Pinckney, who we took in the Rule 5 draft, we didn't think he'd be anything. Just wanted to keep him on the roster because he was a decent glove with a B potential at 26 years old. Balanced hitting attributes. He could end up being a really good player for us, like a good depth piece. 0.4 WAR in what? 70 ABs, 78 ABs. Not bad. Same thing with Jason DeLay. Got him to be our backup catcher out of the Rule 5 draft. Not great. Actually pretty bad. Negative or a 0.1 WAR, but a OPS under 600. Alec Thomas, not amazing. 626 OPS compared to what he did in 75 at bats the year prior. Just didn't work out. Just did not work out. Still a positive WAR. I mean, we still have him for the next couple of years. We'll see what happens there. Miranda, we called him up in September. Not terrible. 724 OPS. 0 WAR basically. Austin Martin, maybe we should have called him up. He is playoff eligible. He might be on the playoff roster. He had a very, very good year, improved a lot. We should have given him an opportunity, if we're being honest, but with that fielding, it is just difficult. I don't know what to do with him. I really don't. Does he play second base for us? That might be the thing. We might have him play second base for us, because I don't think we can't leave Gene Clark in there, right? With what he did, I just don't think we can. I want to, but I don't think we can. He's 18 years old. I just don't think he has yet. We tried, but ultimately it just didn't work out. Braden Montgomery didn't really improve all that much. Didn't have a great year. Let's take a look at what the pitching staff did for us this year. Noah Schultz, I think his year is better than what that 4.41 ERA says, just because of that stretch of 3 starts where he gave up like 20 runs in 3 innings overall. I think he had a much better year. FIP would say he had an equal year last year, but having a walks per 9, like almost a half a walk less per 9, and a little bit higher K per 9, not bad. I will take that. He's only 23. He's at least got 4 more years with us. Drew Thorpe, I mean, similar to last year. Whip a little bit higher. FIP a little bit lower, but FIP still hates him. FIP still doesn't like him very much. Walks per 9, not great. We're lucky we kept the ball in the yard a little bit more with him this year, or else this could have been a disaster. Jonathan Cannon, pretty good year. I don't really think we can ask much more of him. That's probably the best it's going to be. Outperforming his FIP a little bit. Hagen Smith, I think he did improve somewhat on last year. FIP was a little bit better. He was a little bit better at keeping the ball in the yard. A little bit better K per 9. Worse walks per 9 though. That's a little bit concerning. Brandon Pfaadt, man, he was so good at first when we brought him over from Boston, but my God, he's been really bad the last, what, 6 or so starts. Really bad. I mean, his last start was against Toronto. Wasn't great, but Toronto's a bad team this year. This is not good. This is not very good. Do we still have Gavin Lux? Did he get claimed? It looks like he got claimed. Let's take a look at our top prospects and see just where kind of they are, who moved where. Or can we even look at that now? Yes, we can. Okay, Gene Clark is still number 1. Ray Rivas, similar. I think he was taken the same draft, generational prospect as well. Those two are going to be neck and neck as far as like rookie of the year next year, if they decide to start Ray Rivas next year. And if we decide to start Gene Clark, I think we got to put him back in AAA to start next year. Kosuke Suzuki, fantastic growth, or good growth. Like to see a little bit more growth in the contact or the vision, but he's going to be good. Kyle Diaz improved a decent amount. He's going to be close to knocking on the door of the majors next year. Sebastian Walcott increased pretty well. I think do we have JP Crawford one more year? I don't think we do. Dave Herrera improved a pretty good amount. Like, he's number 15. So how many top 15 prospects do we have? We've drafted all of them except for Sebastian Walcott. We traded, I believe, Lou Bob for. So we got 5 of the top 15. 4 of them we drafted. Brain Montgomery somehow still in the top 31. I don't know. He fell from an A potential. He hasn't really performed well at any level. He's going to have to start at AAA again next year. He's 24, so I mean, he's not super old for a prospect, but he's also not to the point where like this guy might be a cornerstone to our franchise now. Tyson Lewis, though, I mean, that's good growth. He's still far from the majors, but I mean, he's a good fielder. He might, I don't know if he's going to end up being a part of this team or just a trade chip. Same thing with Rolando Baroa. Diego Estrella, I'm glad he kind of turned things around this season. Would still like to see a little bit more growth. We'll see what he can do. I don't know. He might be the third baseman of the future, depending on how things go next year, just because his fielding. And maybe Kosuke Suzuki with his bat's so much better in my opinion, but his fielding is terrible. So I'm not sure whether we DH him or maybe Estrella. If he catches on fire, he's our third baseman. He did climb quite a bit. He was like in the 70s as far as prospect ratings go. Pablo Sandoval, who we had to shut down due to a dislocated shoulder. Yikes. Decent growth. Would like to have seen more growth, especially with how he did. He had like a 2.22 ERA in 160 innings pitched with like a 1.02 whip. I don't know how that didn't equate for more growth. I hope I used the word equate correctly. Jim McClellan, all the way number 100 prospect. I think his rating, his 61 overall, is heavily carried by his high stamina. So I'm interested to see where he ends up and when he could make the majors, if he does with us. He's probably going to be 25 before he makes the majors with us. So I think that is going to do it for the stream. We will do the playoffs next time. And if it's a short playoff run, we are going to just go to the off season. And we'll see. I think we'll still quick manage most of the games until like the 7th or 8th inning or so. But if it does get to like the ALCS and World Series, we'll play like the full games and everything. But anyway, appreciate y'all coming out. This is a great year 3 was great. Year 3 was great. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see like the future of this team. I'm having a lot of fun with this. So I will see you next time, maybe tomorrow. Not quite sure yet. If not tomorrow, probably the weekend. Anyway.